Part 1. The Signal. Captain Anara Valen gazed out from the curved observation window of the ardent horizon, watching the swirling gases of the nebula of Xanir cascade like curtains of liquid color against the endless void. The nebula was mesmerizing, a phantasmagoria of hues that seemed to ripple and dance to an inaudible symphony. Yet her mind was elsewhere, preoccupied with the encrypted message that had arrived mere hours ago, marked with the highest priority and bearing the unmistakable seal of the Galactic Synthesis League. The message was simple, yet enigmatic. Proceed to coordinates 003.456.771. Urgent. GSL abstractor Lin is missing. Secure and recover. Caution advised. Lin was a legend among the League's explorers, a pioneer known for unraveling the secrets of long-lost civilizations. If he was missing, it meant something had gone terribly wrong. Anara glanced at her crew, the trusted few who had accompanied her on countless missions. Kaya, the sharp-witted engineer. Reese, the stoic security officer with a past shrouded in mystery. And Nevada, the savvy data analyst whose curiosity often led to breakthroughs. The ardent horizon slipped effortlessly through space, its sleek frame cutting through the void as it approached the designated coordinates. What awaited them was not an uncharted planet or an ancient derelict, but a structure, the likes of which none of them had ever seen. It floated amidst the stars like a colossal polyhedron, its facets shimmering with a strange iridescence. "Is that a tesseract?" Nevada whispered, eyes wide with awe. Anara nodded, perplexity knitting her brows. A four-dimensional structure manifesting in three-dimensional space. But what is it doing out here? As they approached, the ship's sensors flared with data streams that defied conventional understanding. The anomaly resisted normal scanning methods, its internal structure a labyrinth of shifting geometries and cascading energy fields. Anara's grip on the command console tightened. "Kaya, prepare the shuttle, we're going in." The crew descended into the heart of the tesseract, a place where physics twisted and time seemed to elongate, each breath echoing in the stillness. The interior was a mesmerizing labyrinth of interlocking chambers and corridors, walls adorned with pulsating glyphs that seemed both ancient and alive. In the center of a vast chamber, they found Lin, not in person, but as a holographic projection, looping a distress message. His voice, though distorted, carried urgency. "If you're hearing this, it means I've failed. There's something here, a consciousness. It is awakening. Do not attempt." The message abruptly cut off, leaving an uneasy silence. "What do we do, Captain?" Reese asked, his tone steady despite the tension simmering beneath. "We find Lin and uncover what he discovered," Anara replied, her resolve hardening, "and we figure out how to stop whatever's awakening." As they delved deeper, the tesseract revealed its secrets gradually. It was a repository of knowledge, a cosmic library encoded in dimensions beyond their comprehension. Yet the deeper they went, the more they realized they were not alone. Shadows flickered at the edges of their vision, and a pervasive hum seemed to reverberate through their minds. In one chamber, a crystalline console lay dormant. Kaya knelt beside it, hands deftly tracing its intricate patterns. "I think I can access this interface," she muttered, her fingers dancing over the surface as it came to life with a soft glow. "It's like a bridge between our reality and whatever this is." Data flooded her mind, a torrent of alien thoughts and memories. Kaya gasped, overwhelmed by the influx before she managed to isolate a single coherent thread. "Anara, I found him. Lin's consciousness is trapped. woven into the Tesseract's energy matrix. But why? Anara asked, pacing back and forth, desperate for a solution. It's studying him, Kaya replied, her voice tinged with unease. Studying us. It's trying to understand its creators. And us. Before they could process the revelation, the Tesseract shuddered, its angles shifting as if in response to their presence. A low rumble echoed through the structure, and a surge of energy knocked them to the ground. Nevada's voice rang out, urgent and strained. Captain, we have a problem. I'm detecting an energy buildup in the core, a massive one. If it keeps escalating, it's going to tear itself apart, and us with it. Anara's mind raced. They needed a plan, a way to disentangle Lin and themselves from the Tesseract before it fulfilled its unknowable purpose. Kaya, can you interface with it again? Reverse whatever it's doing to Lin? I'll try, Kaya said, determination stealing her nerves. Once more she engaged the console, her focus absolute. Her fingers danced over the crystalline surface, her mind syncing with the Tesseract's alien architecture. As she worked, the shadows around them deepened, coalescing into forms that whispered through the corridors. The crew felt a collective shiver, an instinctual fear of the unknown pressing against their sanity. Reese stepped forward, his presence a reassuring stalwart in the encroaching darkness. I'll hold them off, he declared, drawing his weapon and preparing to face whatever emerged from the shadows. Anara stayed close to Kaya, her gaze flicking between the engineer and the approaching threat. We're almost out of time, Kaya. You need to hurry. With each passing second, the Tesseract's core pulsed with increasing intensity, the structure threatening to collapse under its own chaotic energies. Finally, Kaya gave a cry of triumph. I've done it! Lin's consciousness is free, but we need to get out of here now. The crew scrambled towards their shuttle as the Tesseract began to convulse, its once stable geometry fracturing into a kaleidoscope of impossible angles. As they launched back to the ardent horizon, the Tesseract imploded in a spectacular flash of energy, collapsing inward before disappearing entirely. In its wake, there was only silence and the vast, empty expanse of space. Anara slumped into her chair, the weight of what they had experienced settling over her. Lin was safe, extracted from the Tesseract's grip, though unconscious and weak. Yet questions lingered, unanswered and unsettling. What consciousness had they encountered? And had the Tesseract truly been destroyed? Or had it merely retreated from their dimension? As the ardent horizon set course for home, Anara knew their journey was far from over. The galaxy held many secrets, and the Tesseract was only the beginning. The unknown loomed ahead, vast as the nebula outside, filled with both wonder and danger, and she was determined to unravel its mysteries, no matter the cost. Part 2. Echoes of the Past. Weeks had passed since the Tesseract's implosion, yet the residue of its mysteries lingered in the minds of the Ardent Horizon's crew. Unlike the frenetic urgency of their previous mission, their return voyage to the Galactic Synthesis League's headquarters was marked by introspection and a creeping unease that something had fundamentally changed. Anara spent her nights in the observation deck, the silence of space, a comforting constant, but the stars, usually steadfast and eternal, now seemed like distant eyes watching from the abyss, each one a potential harbinger of the unknown. Within the medical bay, Abstractor Lin slowly regained consciousness. His recovery was steady, though his eyes held a haunted quality, as if part of him still wandered the Tesseract's multidimensional maze. Despite the ordeal, he remained resolute, and Anara knew they were only scratching the surface of what he'd uncovered. Captain, Lin said one evening, his voice still hoarse but determined. "There was something I saw inside, something that has been haunting me." Anara leaned closer, her curiosity piqued. "What did you see?" "A memory, a message from a civilization older than any we've known. They called themselves the Takar, Voyagers of Realities. The Tesseract was their beacon, a monument both of knowledge and a warning." "But a warning of what?" Anara pressed, her mind racing with possibilities. Lin hesitated, his gaze distant. "Of an entity they called the Harbinger, a being that moves through dimensions as we move through rooms. The Takar had encountered it once, and the encounter nearly annihilated them. They sealed away their knowledge in the Tesseract, hoping others would heed their warning. In the days that followed, the crew delved into the Tesseract's data that Kaya had managed to extract before its collapse. Fragmented images and cryptic symbols filled their screens, a jigsaw puzzle scattered across dimensions. As they pieced together the remnants, a pattern began to emerge, a star map leading to an uncharted sector of space. The coordinates, however, were not static, but shifted subtly, as if encrypted by the constraints of a higher dimensional logic. Nevada, the ever-curious data analyst, spent hours attempting to decode the coordinates. Her tenacity finally paid off when she managed to stabilize the map, revealing a destination that lay in the depths of the Sci-Fi Expanse, a region notoriously devoid of navigational charts and rife with celestial anomalies. "We have to go there," Anara declared, a decision made not from impulse, but necessity. If the Takar left a message, we owe it to them and to ourselves to learn what it is. The journey to the Sci-Fi Expanse was daunting, necessitating a recalibration of their navigation systems and tests of their resolve. As they approached the coordinates, the Expanse revealed itself as a cosmic tapestry, threaded with tendrils of dark matter and swirling eddies of energy that defied the laws of physics. It was here, amidst the chaos, that they found the remnants of a Takar outpost, a latticework of crystalline structures suspended in the gravitational anchor of a colossal, dormant star. The outpost had the spectral beauty of frozen time, a ghost city where silence reigned supreme. As the crew descended onto its surface, they were greeted by the towering monoliths of crystal, each resonating with ancient power. Within the heart of the outpost lay a chamber untouched by time, its walls inscribed with glyphs that flickered with a soft luminescence. In the center of the room was an obelisk, its surface shimmering with 1,000 hues. As Lin approached, the glyphs began to pulse in response, recognizing the presence of a kindred seeker of knowledge. A holographic interface blossomed to life, depicting the Takar in their prime, a race of ethereal beings, their bodies composed of light and shadow. They conveyed their story through images and emotions, a tale of exploration across dimensions and the catastrophe brought upon by their encounter with the Harbinger. The crew watched in awe as the Takar showed how they had wielded their understanding of the cosmos to create the Tesseracts, multi-dimensional constructs capable of encapsulating immense knowledge. Yet their greatest creation had become their prison, for the Harbinger coveted their understanding and pursued them relentlessly across the stars. The message ended with a plea, a call to action for those who followed to safeguard the knowledge and prepare for the Harbinger's eventual return. "We need to alert the League," Reese stated, his voice filled with conviction. "If this entity is truly as powerful as the Takar believe, then it poses a threat to the entire galaxy." Anara nodded, yet a deeper concern gnawed at her. "The Tesseract's destruction might have already signaled our presence. We could be inviting the very danger we've been warned about." Kaya, ever the optimist, added, "But it also means We're not facing it alone. The Takar's knowledge could be our greatest weapon. As they made preparations to leave, the crystalline structures around them began to shimmer, a resonance running through the outpost, as if acknowledging their understanding, their determination to carry the torch of wisdom forward. The ardent horizon set course back through the expanse, the crew united in purpose. The galaxy was vast and filled with unknowns, but having glimpsed the grandeur of the Takar's legacy, they were more resolute than ever. They carried with them a message from the past, a warning to safeguard the future, and a promise, an oath to stand vigilant against the harbinger of cosmic nightmares. The stars stretched endlessly before them, a canvas of endless possibility, and as they journeyed, the whispers of the Takar accompanied them, a guiding light in the dark corridors of space. Part 3. The Convergence. The ardent horizon sailed through the stars, the weight of their discovery hanging over the crew like a phantom. As they navigated the celestial tides, the ship was a small, determined vessel against the vast canvas of the cosmos, carrying both the burden of knowledge and the hope tethered to it. Their destination was the heart of the Galactic Synthesis League, a sprawling station orbiting the vibrant Turquoisian world of Celestia Prime. The station, a marvel of engineering, was a hub of activity where fleets of ships came and went, each one a node in the intricate network of the League's influence. As they docked, Anara was met by a delegation led by Director Elian Josson, a veteran of many expeditions and a figure whose reputation for wisdom and foresight preceded him. His sharp eyes took in the crew with a mixture of curiosity and concern. "Captain Valen," he greeted, extending a hand in welcome. "Your message was intriguing, and, if I'm honest, more than a little alarming." Anara nodded, responding to his firm grip with equal resolve. "We encountered something out there, Director. An ancient warning, and a potential threat that could change everything we know." The team was swiftly ushered into a vast amphitheater-like chamber where the most esteemed minds of the League convened. Holographic displays projected the data extracted from the Takar outpost, casting an ethereal glow around the room as the narrative unfolded. Gasps and murmurs echoed as the League members absorbed the revelations. The images of the Takar, their civilization teetering on the brink, and the ominous presence of the Harbinger, cast a pall over the assembly. "This is unprecedented," Director Josson mused, his brow furrowed in thought. "The implications of a multi-dimensional entity capable of such destruction are profound. We must prepare, but also understand. Knowledge will be our greatest ally." Throughout the discussions, one figure remained silent, a woman with striking silver hair and eyes that seemed to reflect the universe itself. Her name was Lyra Voren, a prominent xenolinguist and one of the League's most celebrated thinkers. Her role was pivotal, for it was she who first deciphered the nuances of the Takar's language from the fractal glyphs recovered by the team. After the meeting, Lyra approached Anara with a contemplative expression. "The Takar have woven their knowledge into the very fabric of their language," she said, her voice a melodic counterpoint to the buzz of the chamber. "Decoding it is not just about words, but about understanding their way of thinking, how they perceived dimensions beyond our own." Intrigued, Anara joined Lyra in her study, a sanctuary filled with tomes and holoscreens projecting complex schematics and lexicons. Together, they delved into the intricacies of the Takar's message, seeking to unravel the layers within. At the same time, the League mobilized its resources. Research stations across the galaxy were tasked with studying dimensional anomalies, while fleets were bolstered in preparation for potential conflict. The hum of activity was a testament to the League's resolve, a chorus of science, strategy, and unity. Meanwhile, Reese and Kaya found themselves drawn to another mystery. In their analysis of the star map, they noticed discrepancies, faint echoes of residual energy that suggested there might be other sites of Takar origin, hidden in the fabric of space itself. The revelation led them to a moon orbiting the gas giant Trilith 7, where they uncovered a subterranean chamber, another Takar outpost, though this one bore the scars of conflict. The discovery was a testament to the Harbinger's relentless pursuit, the very destruction it left in its wake. Within the outpost's ruins, they found fragments of technology, artifacts of immense potential, yet inscrutable complexity. These relics, when examined, emitted faint whispers of energy, as if still willing to communicate their secrets to those who would listen. As Reese and Kaya worked to decode these artifacts, Reese's mind was drawn into an unexpected connection, a conduit to the Takar's thoughts, fleeting and ephemeral. In those moments, he felt a kinship with the lost race, a sense of shared purpose that transcended time and space. Back on Celestia Prime, Nevada was deep in conversation with the League's foremost strategists. Her data analysis had revealed a pattern in the dimensional anomalies, an unseen hand guiding them, suggesting the Harbinger might be closer than they realized. "These rifts are not random," she explained, her voice firm with conviction. "They're deliberate, as if something is calculating its way through the stars, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs." Faced with this new insight, the League adopted a dual approach: proactive defense and exploratory outreach. They would prepare for the Harbinger's arrival, but also seek out any other remnants of the Takar's legacy that might aid in understanding the enemy. The League's actions reverberated through the galaxy, galvanizing alliances and sparking new initiatives. The cosmos, vast and indifferent, seemed to vibrate with the collective will of countless beings united in cause and spirit. As days turned into weeks, the stars and space between them filled with purpose. The ardent horizon, now on the forefront of this grand endeavor, stood ready for the challenges ahead. Its crew had become not just explorers, but custodians of a legacy that spanned dimensions. Anara, standing once more at the observation deck, felt a profound sense of belonging. The galaxy had mysteries aplenty, but she knew they were not alone. With every discovery, every connection forged, the path forward became clearer. A journey through light and shadow, bound by the tapestry of the cosmos and the enduring spirit of those who dared to seek its wonders. The galaxy was awake. From the glittering spires of Celestia Prime to the furthest reaches of the known universe, a hum of anticipation coursed through the void as the Galactic Synthesis League's efforts to understand the Takar's warning intensified. It was a time of discovery, of collaboration across civilizations in a shared endeavor to comprehend and prepare for the enigmatic Harbinger. In the depths of the League's research archives, Lyra Vorin had convened an assembly of the keenest minds, xenolinguists, mathematicians, and physicists, all trying to peel back the layers of the Takar's intricate language. In this pursuit, they began to discern that the Takar had embedded both music and mathematics into their communication, creating a synthesis that resonated with the underlying physics of the universe. "Their language is a symphony," Lyra explained to Anara during one of their late-night discussions. "Each symbol, Each tone echoes the natural harmonics of cosmic phenomena. It is as if they spoke to the stars themselves. This revelation led to unexpected breakthroughs as the team began to translate the harmonics into energy fields, creating simulations that mimicked the Takar's own technologies. Among these was a method of stabilizing the dimensional rifts, potentially turning what was once a threat into a portal for exploration. Meanwhile, on the moon of Trilith 7, Reese and Kaya had uncovered more than just artifacts. They had stumbled upon a sentient construct, a crystalline entity that responded to their presence with flickers of light and rhythm. It was a guardian, its purpose to protect and preserve the outpost's secrets, long after its creators had vanished. As Kaya interfaced with the construct, whom they had come to call Resonance, the entity began to share fragments of its knowledge. Through Resonance, they learned of the Takar's final days, of their desperate attempts to seal themselves away from the Harbinger's reach. The Harbinger is drawn to knowledge. Resonance communicated in a series of musical tones, harmonizing with Kaya's neural impulses. It consumes understanding to fuel its ascent through dimensions. This revelation spurred the League to action, as Nevada's analysis of the dimensional rifts suggested a pattern that might lead to the Harbinger itself, a nucleus of disruption at the heart of the anomalies. The League's armada, a coalition of ships from across allied systems, stood ready to investigate further. Yet Inara knew that brute force would not prevail against a being of such complexity. Instead, they needed to wield the Takar's wisdom as a shield, to use the very fabric of the cosmos as their ally. In the tranquil gardens of Celestia Prime, Inara and her crew gathered for a moment of reflection before the next phase of their journey. The air was filled with the scent of alien blooms, and the gentle glow of bioluminescent flora painted the scene in hues of emerald and azure. "We've come so far," Reese remarked, his voice carrying a rare warmth. "And yet it feels like we're just beginning." Kaya nodded, her eyes alight with determination. The Takar's legacy, it's a gift and a challenge. We're not just fighting the Harbinger, we're learning to see the universe in a way we never imagined. Nearby, Lin, having fully recovered, and now part of the advisory council, offered his insight. Their message was one of caution, but also of hope. The Takar wanted us to understand that knowledge is both a path and a defense. As dawn broke across Celestia Prime, bathing the world in a cascade of colors, the crew was summoned to the central command. Director Jossen stood before a massive star chart, its surface alive with data and projections. "We've identified a focal point within the anomalies," he announced, his voice a blend of gravity and resolve. "It's a convergence, a place where the fabric of space-time is thinnest. We believe the Harbinger may use it as a gateway." The coordinates pointed to a sector near the rim where the galaxy's spiral arms extended toward the greater void. It was a place of legends, uncharted and filled with tales of ships lost to the Expanse. With the League's blessing, the Ardent Horizon was appointed as the vanguard, its crew entrusted with the dual mission of exploration and defense. They would lead the charge, the tip of the spear in a cosmic odyssey that promised both danger and discovery. As the ship prepared to launch, Inara took a moment to center herself. She stood upon the bridge, her gaze fixed on the stars that stretched before them, a vast sea of potential and peril. "This is it," she said softly, her voice carrying the weight of anticipation. "The confluence of everything we've learned, everything we fought for. Are we ready?" Her crew, united in purpose, responded with unwavering confidence. They were ready to face the unknown, to chart a course through shadows, with the light of knowledge as their guide. as the ardent horizon slipped from its berth, its sleek hull cutting through the atmosphere. The galaxy seemed to hold its breath, waiting, watching, as the ship embarked on its most crucial journey yet. It was a mission not just to confront a threat, but to illuminate the path forward for all who called the stars their home. The voyage was one of harmony and courage, a testament to the power of unity against the tide of entropy. In the vastness of space, they would find their answers, not just in the echoes of the past, but in the promise of the worlds yet to be discovered. Part 5. Symphonies Among the Stars. The ardent horizon glided through the cosmic winds, a solitary beacon amidst the sprawling dance of stars. The crew was focused, each member attuned to the rhythms of their mission and the silent song of the galaxy that enveloped them. As they approached the coordinates of the convergence, the space around them transformed, a symphony of phenomena both beautiful and strange. Here, the fabric of reality seemed to vibrate with unseen currents, the void itself alive with colors that defied earthly perception. Nebulae swirled in spirals of marbled light, and comets traced luminous paths, their icy tails whispering ancient stories to the stars. Inara stood at the helm, a calm presence amidst the electric energy of the bridge. Lyra sat beside her, engrossed in translating the constant stream of Takar equations and glyphs that morphed upon the main screen, each formula a potential key to the universe's deeper truths. "Look there," Lyra pointed, her voice a mixture of awe and revelation. "The rifts, they're forming a pattern, a kind of cosmic score. If we align ourselves correctly, we might be able to not just witness, but influence their resonance." Kaya and Nevada joined the effort, cross-referencing the data with the harmonic frequencies they had decoded. Together, they began to compose a melody, a live rendering of Takar harmonics designed to synchronize with the dimensional rifts. As the music played on the ship's systems, a profound transformation unfolded. The rifts responded, their chaotic whirlpools of energy beginning to stabilize, their colors shifting in time with the notes, creating a visual symphony in the cosmic ballet. Suddenly, from the depths of the rift, an ethereal structure emerged, unveiling itself like a flower blooming in the void, a celestial construct of crystalline lattices and shimmering threads of light. It resonated with the Takar harmonics, as if heralding the presence of an intelligence seeking to interact. "We're not alone," Reese murmured, an edge of wonder in his voice. From within the construct, a holographic projection flickered to life, a Takar, shimmering with translucent beauty, its form a dance of light. It communicated not with words, but with music, a tapestry of sounds that transcended language. Lyra, translating the harmonic language, articulated the Takar's message. "They welcome us as fellow voyagers in the quest for understanding. This structure is a bridge, a link between dimensions, a place where knowledge flows freely." As the crew engaged with the construct, resonance. The crystalline guardian from Trilith 7 began to harmonize with the projection, its presence weaving into the symphony, creating a multi-dimensional dialogue of thought and melody. Inara, feeling the weight of the moment, asked, "What of the Harbinger? Can this bridge help us?" The Takar echoed a somber chord, a warning tempered with hope. "The Harbinger is drawn to knowledge, yes, but it is not insurmountable. Through understanding and unity, we can weave a barrier, a harmonic shield that disrupts its hunger." Guided by the Takar's insights, the crew synchronized their efforts, using the ship's systems to amplify the harmonic frequencies. The ardent horizon became an instrument in its own right, broadcasting waves of sound and light into the rift, fortifying their position. As the shield took form, the dimensional fabric around them seemed to shimmer with a newfound clarity, the convergence point. Once a place of uncertainty, now pulsed with the harmonious strength of countless voices, each note a testament to the unity of purpose that spanned across time and space. In the midst of this, Anara felt a profound connection, not just to her crew, but to the Takar and the generations that had come before. This moment was a culmination, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dared to explore the unknown.
Hours felt like moments as they worked, the ship and its crew entwined in an intricate dance with the cosmos. They were not merely observers of the universe's symphony. They had become part of it, an essential chord in the great unfolding melody of existence. As the harmonic shield solidified, the structure began to withdraw, its purpose fulfilled. The Takar's projection lingered a moment longer. A final chord echoing through the ship, a message of gratitude and a pledge of solidarity. With the convergence stabilized and the threat of the Harbinger momentarily abated, the crew of the Ardent Horizon allowed themselves a moment of peace. The bridge was filled with a quiet sense of triumph and camaraderie, each member of the crew acutely aware that they had forged a lasting bond, not just with each other, but with the very fabric of the universe. As they began the journey back, the stars seemed to shine a little brighter, their presence a silent nod to the triumph of wisdom and unity against the chaos of the unknown. The galaxy in all its infinite vastness was a tapestry of interconnected paths, each thread vibrant with possibility, each intersection a new beginning. The crew prepared for what was to come, fortified by the knowledge that they were part of something greater, an endless symphony of discovery that would continue to resonate across the universe, long after their own journey was complete. Art 6. The Celestial Mosaic. As the Ardent Horizon drifted away from the convergence, the galaxy unfolded around them in serene majesty. The stars, once merely distant beacons, now seemed to weave a story of unity and purpose, their light an eloquent reminder of the journey the crew had undertaken. With the immediate threat of the Harbinger at bay, the League moved quickly to disseminate the newfound knowledge across the galactic community. Resonant harmonics and dimensional stabilization became focal points for research, sparking a renaissance of scientific and cultural exchange that spanned the reaches of space. Back on Celestia Prime, Director Jawson convened a summit, inviting representatives from allied planets and star systems. The gathering was a tapestry of species, each contributing their unique insights to the collective pursuit of understanding the Takar's legacy. Anara and her crew were honored guests, their experiences inspiring discussion and collaboration. The summit was a vibrant mosaic of ideas and cultures, each voice a melody in a grand symphony of shared purpose. In the days that followed, the Ardent Horizon became a hub for visitors from distant worlds. Among these was a delegation from the moon of Farai, known for their expertise in quantum symbiosis, led by Ambassador Lara, a being of gentle grace whose presence seemed to harmonize with the very air around her. The Farai offered their unique perspective on interdimensional communication. "We perceive dimensions as extensions of consciousness," Lara explained during a meeting with Anara and Lyra. The Takar understood this intrinsic connection, crafting their language to resonate with the mind as much as with reality. Their insights led to new breakthroughs as the League began to develop a series of quantum beacons, devices capable of amplifying the harmonic shields across the galaxy, creating a network of protection and exploration. Meanwhile, Reese and Kaya returned to Trilith 7, where resonance continued to guide them.
through the cryptic remnants of the Takar's technology. With the Guardian's aid, they uncovered a series of crystalline nodes, each one a repository of encoded memories waiting to be deciphered. These nodes contained fragments of a star map, detailing unexplored regions of space where the Takar had once traveled. The map hinted at other outposts, perhaps even complete civilizations, hidden among the stars, waiting to be rediscovered. Nevada, ever the analyst, worked tirelessly to cross-reference the map with the known galaxy. Her efforts revealed a potential pathway through the enigmatic Anorak cloud, a region shrouded in electromagnetic interference and tales of lost fleets. The Anorak cloud is a crucible, she mused during a strategy session, a place where the boundaries between dimensions blur. If we can navigate it, we might find more than just relics. We could uncover the Takar's ultimate refuge. With renewed purpose, the League prepared an expedition, a coalition of ships led by the Ardent Horizon. Their mission was not just an exploration, but a quest to bridge the past with the present, forging connections that transcended time and space. Lyra, now an integral part of the crew, shared her insights with Inara as they stood on the ship's observation deck. The Takar's legacy is more than just knowledge, she reflected. It's a reminder that understanding begins with listening to the universe, to each other. As the expedition set forth, the Anorak cloud loomed ahead, a swirling expanse of vibrant chaos. The ships entered in a formation, their systems calibrated to the harmonics that would guide them through the cloud's enigmatic pathways. Within the cloud, the universe seemed to dance to its own rhythm. Nebulae pulsed in syncopated hues, and stars flickered with the frequency of heartbeats. The ships moved like notes in a grand symphony, each one harmonizing with the cosmic melody.
In this place of wonder and mystery, the crew encountered phenomena that defied explanation. Glimpses of otherworldly vistas and echoes of realities interwoven with their own. Each discovery was a brushstroke in the ever-growing tapestry of the galaxy's secrets. As they journeyed deeper into the cloud, the star map guided them to a hidden system, a collection of worlds bathed in incandescent light, untouched by the passing of eons. Here, they found the heart of the Takar's legacy, a sanctuary of peace and understanding, where knowledge flowed like a river through the stars. Upon landing, Inara and her crew were met by an automated envoy, a holographic Takar, its presence welcoming and serene. It conveyed a message of friendship, extending an invitation to partake in the collective wisdom of the ages. The crew set foot on the central world, its surface a vibrant mosaic of life and light. Here, among the harmonious landscapes and crystalline structures, they encountered representatives from other species, each one drawn by the same symphony, each one a thread in the cosmic weave. In this place of convergence, the boundaries between cultures dissolved, and a new era of exploration and collaboration began. The galaxy, once vast and formidable, now resonated with the promise of unity, a celestial mosaic of infinite possibilities. As the ardent horizon prepared to return to Celestia Prime, Inara stood once more at the helm, her gaze fixed on the stars that now seemed closer, more familiar. The journey had changed them all, weaving their destinies into the larger tapestry of the universe. With each new discovery, each harmonic chord, they had become custodians of the Takar's legacy, a legacy of peace, of understanding, and of the endless symphony that was the galaxy itself. Part 7. The Starbound Assembly. The Ardent Horizon returned to Celestia Prime. amidst a galaxy now teeming with hope and collaboration. The mission to the Anorak cloud had ignited a flame of curiosity and unity, sparking a movement across countless worlds, a movement known as the Starbound Assembly. This coalition, inspired by the Takar legacy, sought to weave a cosmic network of knowledge and peace. In the heart of Celestia Prime, a grand convocation was set in motion. Representatives from every corner of the galaxy gathered under the vast dome of the Celestial Hall, its crystalline roof mirroring the starry night sky. The hall hummed with anticipation as species of every kind exchanged ideas, their languages blending into a harmonious chorus. Anara and her crew stood among them, their journey having forged bonds stronger than ever. They were joined by Resonance, whose crystalline form now shimmered with vibrant hues, a symbol of the alliance between species and dimensions. As the assembly commenced, Director Jocelyn addressed the gathered multitude, his voice resonating through the hall. We have come together not just as allies, but as a symphony of cultures, united in purpose to explore and protect the mysteries of our universe. His words were met with applause, the sound echoing like a wave of energy through the assembly. New initiatives were proposed, shared research stations, cultural exchanges, and a dedicated fleet to explore the farthest reaches of the galaxy with the guidance of Takar knowledge. Throughout the convocation, Anara was approached by representatives eager to learn from the Ardent Horizons experiences. Among them was Tehran, an enigmatic envoy from the nebula-dwelling Kiru species, known for their ability to navigate the most treacherous interstellar phenomena through their empathic connection to stellar currents. Tehran, with eyes that sparkled like miniature galaxies, spoke in tones that resonated with a melody of distant stars. Your journey has opened paths that were once silent to us. We would like to offer our guidance in navigating the astral streams and to share our understanding of the cosmic currents. This collaboration unveiled new navigation techniques, allowing ships to traverse the galaxy with an ease and precision once thought impossible. The Kiru's insights added another verse to the galaxy's growing symphony, each note a step closer to the Takar's vision of interconnected realms. Meanwhile, in the quiet sanctum of the Celestial Library, Lyra and Nevada pored over the decoded star maps, seeking further insight into the Takar's journey. Here, they discovered references to a legendary archive, a repository of multiversal knowledge known as the Veil of Realities, whispered about in the ancient lore of many cultures. Intrigued by the possibility, they proposed an expedition to locate the veil, believing it might hold the key to comprehending the universe's most profound secrets, perhaps even the true nature of the Harbinger. As preparations for this new venture began, the atmosphere on Celestia Prime buzzed with excitement. The entire planet seemed to resonate with a newfound energy, its skies filled with ships from myriad worlds, each one a testament to the shared aspirations of the Starbound Assembly. On the eve of their departure, a ceremony was held to honor the Ardent Horizon and its crew. Beneath the shimmering dome of the Celestial Hall, they were celebrated as pioneers and guardians of the Takar legacy. Amidst the cheers and accolades, Anara took a moment for quiet reflection, her thoughts turning inward. The stars had gifted them challenges and revelations, each one a beacon lighting the way forward. It was a journey of discovery, not only of the cosmos, but of themselves, as each member of the crew found their place in the galaxy's grand design. As the assembly drew to a close, the Ardent Horizon prepared to embark on its next quest. The galaxy awaited, vast and filled with uncharted wonders, each star a potential chapter in the unfolding story of the universe. With the crew gathered once more on the bridge, Anara felt a sense of profound unity. They were ready to face whatever lay ahead, to explore the veiled realms and to bring back the wisdom of the ages for all to share. As the ship ascended into the cosmic tapestry, the voices of the star-bound assembly echoed in their wake, a chorus of unity and hope, a promise of exploration and harmony among the stars. The galaxy was alive with promise, each world a note in the symphony of existence. And the ardent horizon, steadfast and true, sailed forward into the unknown, guided by the light of the stars and the enduring spirit of the Takar.